Look, if you've been using AI to write the perfect resume, or if you've spent the last 3 nights memorizing perfect interview answers, stop for a second. The problem isn't your work ethic. The problem is that by trying to be perfect, you're making yourself invisible. We've reached a point of execution saturation. When everyone can churn out a polished cover letter in 6 seconds, polished is no longer a compliment. It's the baseline, it's noise. By the end of 2025, 83% of companies are projected to use AI just to screen your application. 50% of those companies now auto-reject candidates who don't hit specific thresholds. If you sound like the AI thinks you're redundant. Recruiters in 2026 aren't looking for the person who can generate the most text. They're looking for the person who knows when to tell the machine no. If the perfect answer is now the floor, what are they actually grading you on? The people getting high 6-figure offers right now have stopped trying to be individual contributors. They've become workflow architects. They don't just use AI, they audit it like a team of interns. Roles that require these AI management skills now command a 56% global salary premium. Employers are willing to pay nearly 50% more for agentic management, the ability to demonstrate that you don't just use Gen AI, but that you manage it to ensure the integrity of the output. Recruiters in 2026 aren't hiring the AI, they're hiring the human in the loop. They want the person who can direct 3 different agents, catch their hallucinations, and weave that output into a strategy that actually works for the business. But how do you actually prove you're an architect during an interview without sounding like you're just making it up? Here's the cold reality. In the AI arms race, your competition isn't just the guy next door. It's the entire global talent pool using the exact same tools. If a task can be done perfectly by an AI, its market value is approaching 0. This is the commodity trap. If your value proposition is simply, I can do X faster with AI, you are replaceable by a cheaper version of yourself in a different time zone. The bar for entry has moved from can you do the work to can you define and defend the work. If you aren't adding a layer of unique human judgment, you're just a glorified prompt runner. The market doesn't pay 6 figures for prompt running anymore. It pays for the human judgment that prevents the machine from driving the company off a cliff. Let's role play. Imagine an interviewer asks, how do you use AI in your daily workflow? A typist says, I use AI for productivity, to research companies and help draft reports. To a recruiter that sounds like, I've outsourced my thinking. Now here's the architect answer. I use AI as a simulation tool. For my last project, I used a model to stress test our go-to-market strategy. It gave me a confident recommendation, but I identified a logic hallucination regarding local tax regulations. I corrected the model's logic, reran the simulation, and saved the project from a 200 Kellier compliance error. See the difference? You aren't saying AI did the work. You're saying I audited the AI and protected the company. Stop saying I use AI for productivity. Start talking about your audit trail, the specific times you caught the machine being wrong. But what if you're in a high-security industry like healthcare or defense where AI is restricted? Or what if you have zero tech background? These are the edge cases. If you're in a restricted zone, your architect skill is actually more valuable. It's about systemic thinking. You prove you can achieve AI-level efficiency through better process design, even without the software. For those without tech roots, remember, this isn't about coding, it's about logic. A head nurse who organizes a ward using decision tree logic is an architect. A construction manager who simulates weather delays is an architect. Don't get hung up on the specific app. Focus on the systemic oversight that makes any workflow work. Being an architect is a mindset of design and audit, regardless of the tools you are allowed to use. Even if your hiring manager is old school and skeptical of AI, their system already used it to find you. 99% of Fortune 500 companies use AI-driven applicant tracking systems. They are using the tech to filter you out, even if they aren't using it to do their jobs. Because of the flood of AI-generated spam, companies are getting more paranoid. The average time to hire has increased to 44 days because they're adding extra human verification layers. They're trying to figure out if you're a real person with a real brain or just a prompt engineer with a good template. The trick isn't hiding the tool, it's proving you are the master of it. If you're a career changer, AI fluency is your secret weapon to bridge a 5-year experience gap. You aren't just an applicant, you're a force multiplier. So let's give you a 24-hour upgrade. Step 1. Open your resume right now. Go to your most recent role. Delete one doing verb and replace it with a directing verb. Instead of manage project timelines, try architected and automated tracking workflow that reduced reporting errors by 40%. Step 2. Prepare one audit story. Find a specific moment where an AI gave you a wrong answer and you caught it. Write down exactly how you identified the error and what the impact of your correction was. That story is now your most valuable asset in an interview. The rate of skill change for AI-exposed jobs is moving 66% faster than anything else. You don't have time to be a perfectionist. You only have time to be an architect. The market isn't getting harder, it's just getting more specific. Go show them you're the one who audits the machine.